So, I figured it would be appropriate if I did a game, after finishing a game in the Sonic franchise that has mixed reactions, to be nice about it, I would move on to another game that had a similar reception, though for different reasons. From one of those patented games from my childhood, gonna bring forth from the Sega Game Gear. I should probably update the title here. Here we have here Sonic Labyrinth. Yeah, and it's like, this was a game from my childhood. I actually had a Game Gear before I ever had a Game Boy. And these were the Sonic games that I knew. Sonic for the Game Gear, it was Sonic 2, Sonic Chaos, Sonic Triple Trouble, Tails Adventures, and this. And the funny thing is, for the longest time, I had issues with even trying to beat this, and I'll show you exactly why once we get there. Alright. So, basically, the story behind this game is that Dr. Eggman, though I think he might still be Robotnik at this time, he had gotten kind of fed up about Sonic destroying all of his plants. So he had the actually really smart idea of he replaced Sonic's shoes with shoes that were apparently powered by the Chaos Emeralds to magically slow Sonic down. So that it basically, he gave Sonic lead weights in place of shoes, and when Sonic put those shoes on, he was not able to take them off. And as such, he can only do that with the power of the Chaos Emeralds. So, yeah, that's probably why this game was received very well, because Sonic can't really go very fast. In fact, he can barely go beyond a walk. But there is one way of actually going fast, because you still have your spin dash. And that's really the only thing you have to go fast. Yep, and you can charge up your spin dash to go faster or what have you. I usually don't, because this allows me to have a bit more fine control over where I'm going. And so the objective of any given stage is to get all three of these keys and make it to the exit. This isn't a very long game. I did a practice run of this earlier, and I got it done in like half an hour. And that was with getting lost in one of the later stages that I didn't remember too much about. So I believe this place has 4 zones, 4 levels per zone. And whenever you get a key, you get an extra 30 seconds on your timer. I believe whenever you kill an enemy, you get an extra 5. Or at least the first time you kill an enemy. And the power-ups, there's power-ups that cycle around each other. The yellow one gives you another extra 30 seconds, and that's probably what I'll be getting more often than not. The red one is invincibility. I believe the blue one is you can walk a bit faster. I forget what the green one is. The yellow one was extra time, and the purple ones are extra lives. I won't be needing those. I will have plenty of lives going through this. Might as well see what the green one does. Ah, okay. I think a green one destroys all the enemies in the vicinity, maybe? Maybe if I'm reading that right. Or maybe it just does something random. That could be too. Ah, that's probably where that other key came from. And the more time you have left on the clock, that's where the speed rating comes from. I want to say it's 5 kph per second, I want to say, or something like that. I forget now. I want to say each minute is worth 300, and it maxes out at 900. I believe that's how it works. Alright, Zone 4, boss time, and every boss level follows the same method. You're just going down, and we actually have rings. Yep, I'll be doing I'll be rolling for the next RPG after this. And you can slow down. I didn't show that off there, but gotta go fast when the game actually lets you do it. And boss time, and the bosses are mostly a joke. Just let those guys do their thing, and then the boss will show up in a moment. And there are extra rings there. I don't remember if they were there during the actual boss fight, but they're there. Well, maybe for some people. But goodness knows, I didn't grow up with the Genesis. I grew up with that. So I didn't really have a way of comparing the screen size from the Genesis to Game Gear and whatnot. There. Dang it. So I want to say that you don't die when you get hit. Any keys that you have go flying in all directions, just like that. But if you don't have keys, I want to say you lose a few seconds. And I guess you only die when, well, at least in these early stages, the only way to die is to run out of time. Alright, Labyrinth of the Sea, 2-2. I want to say this, is this the first? Nope, okay, this... And you really want to stay out of that orange stuff, because that time will drain real fast when you're in that stuff. So you really don't want to be in there. Alright, where's that last key at? Yeah, there's a reason why this is called Sonic Labyrinth. In stages like this, you can get lost real easy. Aha. I think the exit is right up there. Yep, there we go. Boom. Sorry about the little stuttering there. I was doing a thing while that was doing stuff. Alright, so 2-3 is the first stage that has a secret thing. And you actually want from what I read, you actually have to do the secret thing in order to get the quote-unquote good ending. And so while you're in this cannon, you hold 1 and 2 and right, and you'll land here. Otherwise, you won't go quite this far, and you won't make it to this switch here. So with that switch on, go ahead and grab this key for good measure, and we can go into this bonus area. And from what I read, getting into this bonus area and getting at least one of these rings, which is apparently worth 25 for some reason, this is actually key to getting the good ending. Because you get 5, you collect 5 Chaos Emeralds over the course of the game. One for each of the boss, and 1 at the very end. But there's a 6th one. And apparently it's triggered by collecting one of those rings in that bonus stage. Which I honestly didn't know until I looked it up today. And, you know, go into Force of Habit. I'm just gonna go do the same stuff I did when I was going for the good ending before, and that's just go ahead and go to the exit with the switch pressed. For the longest time, I was convinced that was what helped cause the good ending, and I see no reason to break the habit now. Alright, Labyrinth of the Sea 2-4. Alright, and if you press 1 or 2, you can, if you mash it well enough, you can just slow things down to a crawl. It helps when you're trying to get all the rings, but you don't really need all the rings. You just need at least 1 so you can take a hit from the boss if that comes to pass. And there's always enough rings to get a 1-up on this. And I apologize if the high piercing shriek of that is grating to some. Ah, really? A little bit too late there. This one you actually do have to be able to be careful because you really don't want to be in that thing's line of fire. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going for the good ending. It's not that hard, really. Even if you don't know the good ending, if you don't get the good ending, you get a hint towards how to get it. So the game is nice in that regard. And there's that green field, which that slows you down even when you're spin dashing. And that was one of the main reasons why I decided on this game, because this was a game that I knew for sure that I could get the good ending for. For the other ones, I wasn't quite as certain about it. And we have the Captain America shields serving as platforms throughout this world. And they seem nice now, but they do get a little bit mean in the next couple stages. 2. No, this wasn't the one I got stuck on. Right. So yeah, this one is a little bit more mean. Because as you see there, some of these platforms are one way. So you can easily get yourself turned around. You can't get yourself stuck, per se. And you know what? You know what? I'm actually going to show this off now. If you fall off, this is what happens. So that tells you, don't fall. You do have a little bit of time before you actually fall, and the game kind of makes it obvious when you're about to, so at least it's nice that, in that regard. But sometimes the game can be a little finicky about how it decides whether you're actually on land or not in that state. Oh, okay. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I can never remember how this stage is laid out. At least that's one key. And with that bumper in the way, that can make things even more hairy. Alright, so that's that key. And I think I know how to get to the other key from here. Give myself more time, because that's my usual... Yep, there's the key. Okay, good. And just backtrack my way back to the end goal. And there you go. Alright, so this next stage is the one that got me stuck real bad as a kid. Because I had a heck of a time figuring out how to get to find the third key. And for the longest time, I thought I just had to go up this way, and I thought maybe the gap was short enough that I could, you know, that I could try and do that going across when it explodes from one side to the other. That never worked. Surprise, surprise. I'll just go ahead and get the second key now. And then show you what the solution actually was. And I'm sure you can imagine how young me had issues actually noticing that. And when I mean young me, I mean like 9, 10 years old me. And you just have to be down here, and whoop, there's the platform. It took me forever to see that. Because I just was never in that one corner of the world long enough to for the thing to actually pop up. There we go. And there's that stage done. Oh yeah, beating this game was never in doubt once I... At least not in this, not at this point. Hello, fire. I honestly don't even know if the life count actually goes above 10, or goes above 9. I lose lives so sparingly in this game that I don't even know anymore. Sides. There we go. I ended up getting stuck, but oh well. I survived. And if you die, you do have to go through the slope segment again. But considering how easy it is to make extra lives in that segment, you're not really in danger of getting a game over on that. Okay. Stage is oddly straightforward. It's just a matter of taking the correct turns at the correct time. And hello, guillotine. I mean, considering that outside of the bonus stage, those are the only stages that actually have rings. And in the regular stages, you don't need rings to stay alive, so. Alright, 4-2. Which one was this one again? These stages I don't know as well because for the aforementioned reasons concerning stage 3-3. So pardon me if I get myself lost on this. And then it's another happy switch. And there's the goal, and there's our first key right next to the goal. Lovely. Okay, squares. Oh, wrong way. That was the key. And there's the goal. Thankfully, every enemy you kill gives you a few seconds. So as long as you're killing the stuff in your way, running out of time should not be that big of an issue. There's the other key. So if I go this way, aha. and I'm convinced hitting the switch is what caused that. And I've also been convinced that that's part and parcel of getting the good ending, though I can't really say for sure. Alright, 4-3. Okay, yeah, time to really get myself lost now. Yep. Oh, might as well give myself a bit of extra time. Nope, nothing there. Oh, did that just... Yeah, that just looped me around. Fine. There's one. And okay, that was the door to nothing. And yeah, if you pause the game, you can actually just slowly work your way around. That's nothing. Okay, I need to figure out where the heck I'm supposed to go from here. Because this is getting stupid. That just loops back to there again. Seems like these doors don't go the same direction coming and going. Okay, which way have I not gone? That way it just leads me back to there again. Yes, it does. Ah, here we are. Well, there's the goal. And okay, I'm back at the start. I think that's fine. Aha! If there was one more door this way, yes there was. Although that just led me somewhere I had already been. Aha! Found you! Now it's just a matter of... okay. Exit was right over here. There we go. Even getting lost and getting myself looped around a bit, I still made it in plenty of time. Labyrinth of the Castle 4-4. Final stage. Yeah, we got the egg bombs. So stay up here so I'm not in harm's way, and this fight, at least the way I do it, tends to take a little bit, but it's also pretty safe. And you just have to wait for him to, wait for him to come towards you. And then get him when he's in range. And you'll always go right to where you're going, right where you're at, so avoiding him really isn't that hard. And when you're sliding, you won't bounce off the wall, so it's an easy way of ensuring that you stay in the corner. Okay, phase 1 down. Yeah, given that you don't really have a huge time frame to get hits in, I don't know how easy it is to get multiple hits per cycle. But this way works, and it ensures that you don't get hit. I don't know if that was one hit or two. And there's the last Chaos Emerald, question mark? Or I guess second to last. There's the last one. Doesn't look like any Chaos Emerald you've seen anywhere else, huh? But there's that is the good ending. Really, the only difference is it's a different color and it doesn't give you the "it's perfect, wonderful" message. If you didn't get the good ending, you'll get a hint towards what you have to do to get it. So at least the game is nice in that regard, at least. So, I believe the main hint is in 2-3. Well, when you're in the cannon, you have to hold right plus 1 and 2, and it'll take you to where the switch is. music's alright. Considering that this is the kind of game that you can get lost in, I guess it's good that the music isn't grating at the very least. And goodness knows it's not exactly my favorite, but I don't hate it either. Yep, exactly. Exactly. And here's the code for the stage select. And you only get this when you get the good ending. And you get graded. It just under 15 minutes. That's about, my practice run was about the same. So I guess that's good. And there is one other thing that I want to show off here. Let's see, time attack. It's just one quick little stage. And this time the timer is going up. So it's more of a race to see how fast you can beat the stage as opposed to getting it done within a certain time frame. And I don't think I'm doing that well. And it looks like it's a pretty close facsimile to 1-1. Yeah, that was 2 stars. I don't know what the 5-star count was. Certainly a lot faster than how I did it. And I have no idea what that password means either. Because there really is no password function in this game. So whatever that refers to is a mystery to me. And goodness knows it feels weird that it shows your best time and such, because that's not saved between when you turn the game off either. So yeah, mysteries abound. So yeah, that was Sonic Labyrinth. A quirky little game that I've enjoyed over the years. But we have one other piece of business to take care of. It's time to roll the next game. Wrong. Okay. And the thing with Sonic Labyrinth, apparently a lot of people didn't like that game because you ain't going fast. You're basically, the only way of going fast is spin dashing, and I guess some people felt it rubbed them the wrong way. Anyway, we have our 5 RPGs here. We have Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, Shin Megami Tensei, Breath of Fire 3, Xenosaga 3, and Final Fantasy Tactics. So, let's see which game I will be doing next. So, 3, 2, 1, stop. Alright then. I've been kind of wanting to do that one. This one's kind of been on my bucket list for a while. I do have Final Fantasy Tactics Advance and have beaten that, but I know Tactics for PS1 is a different beast altogether. And you also get to see how I do on strategy games and the like. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to be upset with my style of play, so we'll see how all that goes. So until next time, this is MeleeWizard, and have a nice night.